Healing crisis. That's what we're talking about right now. Okay, this is actually a public place. Right now I'm at Wilbur Hot Springs here in Northern California, and some people walking around, so I'll try to keep it quiet for you. Okay, so I don't disturb the people. We don't disturb the people. In healthcare, it's not as well known as one would expect, the basic foundational aspects of healing and what actually takes place. Excuse me. Right now I don't have the exact references for you, but essentially there's something called a healing crisis or a Hertzheimer reaction or a homeopathic aggravation. This is according to Hering's law. And what happens is when people are going through healing, they tend to feel worse before they feel better. So this is just the way healing works. They say healing happens from inside out, from top down, and in the reverse order from which the disease took place. In other words, let's say you had a lot of depression when you were a child, and now as an adult you're in a pretty good mood and things are going pretty well, but you're still dealing with some health concerns. Maybe you have chronic fatigue, maybe you have fibromyalgia, maybe you have regular headaches once or twice a week. They're so bad they last 3 or 4 hours. Whatever, just you have health concerns, right? But you don't have the depression anymore. So you don't actually not have depression, it's just that for some reason that particular symptom you don't have. But the cause of the depression is still there. So with a healing crisis, or this homeopathic aggravation, the Hertzheimer reaction, what's known as Hering's law, or the law of similars, you'll start to experience, if you go through deep healing, you'll start to re-experience the depression you used to have. Symptoms tend to come from outside in, so you'll start to see maybe a skin condition develop. You'll start to have some acne, or maybe some rosacea, a little bit of it, or you might have some psoriasis or eczema or something like that, or herpes piliformis or whatever. There's all the different kinds of dermatitis, different kinds of skin conditions that can develop. That's because the issues are in the tissues. Okay, so you're starting to have these kind of skin conditions as a result of working through emotional trauma that happened when you were younger that led to the depression. So we're kind of going in reverse order. You may or may not have had a skin condition in the past, but now all of a sudden you have one. Let's say you have had headaches for a while. Now your headaches are getting worse, but you're getting to the cause of the headache, so now you can have a complete healing. You can get rid of the symptom and the cause of the symptom. You can get it to go away, and not come back. You can get well and stay well. So it's a completely different way of doing things. It's not discussed in the Western medical profession. It's not part of the conventional model. Uh-oh, Yvette's coming back. Okay, it's something that isn't really discussed, but I would highly recommend you just go onto the internet and look up Hering's law, look up the law of similars according to Hahnemann, and also Kent. Kent was another great homeopath who certainly discussed healing. There's a number of great herbalists and homeopaths and vitalistic doctors who discuss the healing crisis. It's important that you understand it. I'm doing my best to give you an idea of what it's like. Let's say a person is dealing with, sorry to turn my head to you there, they're dealing with really poor digestion. They've had some gas, bloating, constipation, diarrhea. In fact, just a year ago, they were constipated so bad that they were only going to the bathroom number 2 like once a week, but now it's resolved. Anyway, if they come under care and they start to go through healing, they can start to have that constipation take place again, and it could be severe, and they can experience what I would call hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids, you know what they are. The opening of the anus has blood vessels that get inflamed, and it's really uncomfortable and can be painful and whatnot. Okay, so that whole process is due to a toxic liver and a toxic gallbladder and a toxic colon and toxic kidneys that are now detoxifying things. Same thing with the skin condition. The body's not detoxifying properly. Now the person needs to drink more water, They need to eat more protein. They need to improve their ability to detoxify in a way that's healthy. They probably need to get more sunlight. At some point, they need to exercise somewhat regularly. Not necessarily that they need to exercise more, but they need to get some exercise at some point. They really need a health coach, somebody like myself, somebody who can kind of take them by the hand and bring them along through a process of healing. And that can only happen if they understand what the healing crisis, the Herxheimer reaction, the homeopathic aggravation, Hering's law, the law of similars. They have to understand what these things are all about. Okay? Thanks so much for watching. This is Dr. Ilya Skolnikov here. We're coming to you live, well, not live, but we're from Wilbur Hot Springs, about 3 hours north of San Rafael. If you see this on Facebook, please, please, please like our Facebook page. You can do a search for Triad of Health Family Healing Center, or you could do a search for Triad of Health One-Stop Pain Doc, and give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Facebook. Like our YouTube channel for sure. You can just type in Triad of Health Family Healing Center on YouTube. And also share this with friends. People need to know about healing and how healing works. Nothing could be more important. Nothing. Okay, thank you so much. Again, this is Dr. Ilya Skolnikov. I'm really excited to have brought you this information.